Well, it's not hard to feel like spring's just around the corner when you look at the fields available at Caulfield on Saturday. Some really smart horses, a lot of lightly raced horses resuming that are going ahead to bigger spring targets. So really looking forward to seeing how that all eventuates on Saturday, hopefully with a few winners along the way. Firstly, how do I think that track's going to play? Now, the rail's out a fair way. Conditions are sort of predictable, I suppose. There is a little bit of rain around. We're working with a rail that's 9 metres. At the moment, the track's a soft 6. There are sort of scattered showers, and I think on Saturday it's actually only a high of 13 degrees, so I can't imagine drying conditions. I'm going to say the track's going to race as a 6. With the rail out that far, what do I think it'll mean? I reckon come quaddie legs and beyond, you'll be off the fence. So I would say inside gates, even early, I don't think inside gates are an advantage. Certainly later in the card, I'll be happy to bet on outside gates being the advantage. I would imagine sort of 3 wide trail, peeling out wide is going to be the A ground, and there is a bit of a westerly, a 20 km/h westerly, which might just blow them off the fence a little bit around the home turn. So that's what I'm working on in terms of pattern. As far as suggested bets, there are 3 I'll give you. The first one is in race number 2. It's horse 15, Skipper's Canyon. Hard to miss its run first up in Australia for the new stable Philip Stokes. It was at Sandown, it obviously got back, but look at the way it works through the line. Not many horses in this race made ground. It came from a long way off them and was dominant there. That was at 1400, it steps up to 1800, which I think is a positive. Go back to its form in New Zealand. It actually won its maiden over 2100. It won by 5 lengths too, so it's a horse that can definitely stay. I think that first up win was just a sign that this horse is going very well and has settled into its Australian environment very well. So happy to be with Skipper's Canyon in race 2. Needs a bit of luck, but if it can repeat its first up run, I think it'll win. The next one I really like, race 3, number 7, Gala Queen. This horse did a lot of its racing in Adelaide through its carnival. Really smart filly. It beat a horse called Sabage one day. That rating at Morphettville was through the roof. On that number alone, it could take care of this field comfortably. I think its first up run was solid. Through the line, it was good. That was at 1100 metres. It worked through the line nicely. I think 1400 is a big tick. I also think Blake Shin taking the reins is a positive. So I'm really keen on it. Currently about that sort of 330 quote. I've got it marked a lot shorter than that. This is a good bet for me. So I'm excited about seeing what it can do at the races again. And the last of the 3 I'll give you comes up in the last race. It's race 9, number 12, Too Darn Discreet. Now, I tipped this first up. I thought it had jumped out really well a couple of times, and I was sure it was in for a good prep. I tipped it first up, and it was pretty plain, to be honest. Beaten for speed, did okay through the line, but was never really a factor. Its next run, it went to Flemington, up to the mile, and was super late. Carried 57 kilos here. It actually drops 4 kilos to this race on Saturday. I guess the only negative is it does go from Flemington to Caulfield, a bigger, spacious track with a longer straight, back to Caulfield. It has won at Caulfield though, so I'm not completely against that. The other thing I like about it is it's drawn gate 12 in the last race of the day, and as I said, not convinced inside gates late are going to be a positive. Revelare, the current favourite, it draws 2. So I'm thinking that maybe Too Darn Discreet can be 3 wide, 4 wide trail, peel out wide, and hopefully have the momentum, a bit like it did last start, and get over the top. So they're the 3 I like. Got a couple early on that are shorter, and then a roughie in the last, about that sort of $8 quote each way. They are, recapping them, race 2, number 15, Skipper's Canyon. Race 3, number 7, Gala Queen. Coming home with race 9, number 12, Too Darn Discreet each way. Good luck, enjoy the action.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.